Hello everyone. Let's discuss what we can expect next week, that is January 4th week, a week ahead video. As usual, I like to discuss this in two topics. First, short introduction about what happened last week. Second, what are some important earnings economic calendar events we need to look out for. First, in short, what happened last week? It is the second straight week Indian market was really volatile and ended in positive note. For example, on Monday, Nifty was down by over 60 points. On Tuesday, up by 158 points. Again on Wednesday, up by another 112 points. Then on Thursday and Friday, down by 57 and 80 points respectively. So, like exactly last week, Nifty closed 2 days positive and 3 days negative. But still, last week, all three Indian major index advanced. As a summary, on week basis, Nifty increased by 0.4% and Sensex increased near 0.6% and Bank Nifty increased by 0.32%. In terms of sector wise, BSE Capital Goods and BSE Power increased over 2%, followed by Nifty IT and Nifty Energy. On the negative side, Nifty Media was the major loser, followed by Nifty Auto, lost over 1%. Then Nifty FMCG and Metal lost around 0.9%. In terms of stock specific, Coal India was the top gainer in Nifty index. In numbers, it increased by 5.5%, L&T increased by 4.5%, then Power Grid, Tech Mahindra and HDFC Bank all increased around 4%. On the negative side, Adani Enterprises was the top Nifty loser, which lost around 7%, followed by Asian Paints and Bajaj Finserv lost by 4.2%. Then JSW Steel and Nestle lost by 3.5% and 2.9% respectively. On Friday pre-market video, I mentioned that HUL's quarterly results beats the street estimate and it's positive for that. Actually, it did beat the street estimate, but on the other side, HUL management increased their royalty payment to their parent company Unilever from 2.65% to 3.45%. This didn't go well with the investors. Because of this, the stock lost over 3.5% on Friday. Since investors believes that this new royalty can drop up to 2% to 2.8% off per share earnings for FY24 and FY25. Anyway, it's just a old news, but I thought to inform you guys. Then, during the weekend, three major companies released their earnings: ICICI Bank, Kotak Bank, and Reliance Industries. First, I'll tell you the summary in one simple sentence for all three and then I'll explain in details. ICICI Bank and Kotak Bank beat the street estimates, whereas Reliance Industries kind of mixed. Now, in detail, ICICI Bank's net profit grew by 34.2% year on year to around 8,300 crore rupees, beating the street estimation of near 8,000 crore rupees. But the highlight is that they can able to reduce the net NPA to 0.55% on December quarter. In comparison, for September quarter, it was 0.61%. A year ago, it was 0.85% in December 2021. Then coming to Kotak Bank, in terms of profit increase, they are not as good as ICICI Bank, but they too beat the street estimation. Their profit increase grew by 31% and their net NPA also reduced to 0.43% versus 0.79% year on year basis. The highlight here is their net interest margin. It's a huge jump to 5.47% from 4.62%. Finally, Reliance, the company's revenue increased by near 14.8% on year basis. But the net profit increased by only 0.6%. However, compared to previous quarter, the net profit increased by around 13% since the last quarter's net profit was terrible. As a summary, compared to previous quarter, it was better but not so great on year basis. So only I said it's kind of mixed. That's all about what happened on last week and weekend. Now let's move to the next topic. What are the items, company earnings and macros we need to look out for the whole week? The whole upcoming week will be a holiday for China and the first day will be holiday for Korean market. First, starting from Monday, January 23rd, regarding earnings, there is a schedule for release of Axis Bank. Coming about macro, early morning before our market opening, there will be a release of Bank of Japan's meeting minutes. Last week, January 18th, Bank of Japan kept the interest rate unchanged and that gave the positivity and made the Indian market to close positive of over 100 points. As long as there is no indication of possible future interest rate hike, then we don't need to worry too much. Then after our market hours at 8:30 p.m., European Commission going to release the Europe's consumer confidence. It is a leading indicator that can predict consumer spending, which plays a major role in overall economic activity. Higher readings point to higher consumer optimism. At present, the expectation is negative 20. Then on Tuesday, January 24th, there is a schedule for earnings release of Indus Towers and Maruti Suzuki. In terms of macro, there is a schedule for release of various PMI data for various Western countries. At 1:45 p.m., first French related service, composite and manufacturing PMI. Then at 2 p.m. for Germany and at 3 p.m. for UK's. Then after market hours in the night at 8:15 p.m., there is a schedule for release of various US PMI data. Then on Wednesday, January 25th, on the earnings side, there is a schedule for release of Bajaj Auto, DLF, Dr. Reddy's Lab and Tata Motors. About macro, during our market hours, as far as I know, there will be only one. At 2:30 p.m., IFO Institute for Economic Research will be releasing the Germany's Business Climate Index. Basically, it's a measure of market expectation for the next 6 months. The expectation value will be 90.2. Coming to Thursday, January 26th, because of the Republic Day, our market will be on holiday and there is no major companies scheduled to release their earnings. Coming to macro in the aftermarket hours, first, there will be a schedule for release of first preliminary Q4 US GDP data. Then other bunch of US retail related data release, such as retail inventories excluding auto and new home sales data. I'm guessing market to expect the bad data. Let's see. Then it's usual Thursday, US weekly initial jobless claims data. Finally, on Friday, January 27th, on the earnings side, it is Bajaj Finance Limited. Regarding macro in the aftermarket hours, at 5 p.m., as usual, RBI's bi-weekly banks credit growth and deposit growth. So that's all in this video. Hope you all got some useful information. Please consider subscribing the channel and liking the videos. It will help me beat the algorithm and will also motivate me to do more. Please don't make any investment decision based on this, as I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. I'm doing it for my and viewers' educational purpose only. Thanks for watching.